With increasing attention being paid to the value of microbes for human health, there are some who have turned their attention to the benefits to livestock. BioBrew has developed a multi-purpose microbial tool for agricultural use. It's in the process of building a network of regional breweries throughout New Zealand so more can access their product.
When we got together, Andre and myself, and started BioBrew, we had this idea of fresh product being available regionally for animal health and digestion use. When we first meet a customer, we give them some product to see if it'll work under their conditions on their farm. And that's quite important, we think. We don't make any claims about our product, but we have good results reported back from our customers. In terms of digestion, tightening the cows up a bit. Most of our customers are dairy farmers, but we have some sheep and beef and a couple of deer farmers, and they're finding it helps. We start with a human-grade yogurt culture. It's a combination of 4 different species. There's Lactobacillus acidophilus in there, there's the Bifidobacter, and there's Streptococcus thermophilus, and Lactobacillus bulgaricus. They're common microbes used to make yogurt. The other ingredient we do is we use an organic bread yeast. We start by activating our starter cultures, and we do this for each batch. We don't ever keep any to sort of like a sourdough. We activate them from the beginning every time. In container number 1 here we have the yeast, and that's been in there a few days. It's happily bubbling away. This is where they're activated from their dry state. Container number 2 we have the lactobacilli, and they're just fed a bit of sugar, some seaweed, just all good food for the microbes. From there it's taken to an expansion phase where we make up the culture that we distribute to the breweries, and that's done in 200 litre drums. From there it's brewed up in a pod in a 1,000 litre IBC, and the 2 different cultures are combined together, and that's a fermentation that we end up with a finished product from that. We deliver it fresh fortnightly to the farmer, and most of the farmers are using it in the stock water system, and they get benefits from that. The stock prefer the flavour, possibly because of the molasses in it. It has a nice smell. And the troughs clear out, the lines clear out, the cows get a twinkle in their eye. These are the sort of things that get reported. Generally a little bit better digestion, so they're getting a wee bit more out of their feed, and where they put that depends on the genetics of the cow really, and the nature of the system. There are other fermentation products that you can buy off the shelf at your rural supply store, but it's very difficult to keep those microbes alive indefinitely. That's why we have the 2-week turnover. We guarantee them for 2 weeks, and in order to shelf stabilise them, I've coined a new term, postbiotic. You know, it was alive, but it's not anymore.
Grant Bennett is a microbiologist at Lincoln University. He's been advising on quality control.
We are in the process of attempting to quantify the benefits of this product as a generic product. That's hand in hand with the Clutha Agricultural Development Board, who provide lots of on-farm advice. Humans and cows have quite different digestive systems. Fundamentally, both humans and cows have a very nasty, vicious protein digester in the first stomach, and then there's a series of intestines that absorb and grow things that come out. So from a probiotic survival point of view, that first digester, whether it's acid-based or rumen-based, is really dangerous. So you need to eat large numbers to get past that. So some survive to get to the gut, to colonise and to grow. It's particularly for individuals who have disrupted microflora. We did some viability testing with this product to study how shelf stable it was, because they recommend that you should use it for 2 weeks. And over that time we found it was quite stable. So it didn't start to change or anything like that in the first 2 weeks. We have helped them with optimising their fermentation and their starter cultures to make their product more consistent. because by the nature of fermentation, you start with a small amount and let it grow. So a small change, you get a big difference at the end.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.